Hey guys, Takashi here. Sorry to be gone for so long. Well, I got the day off of work, so I figured I might as well make a Thanksgiving Day video to see all you guys again and just kind of catch back up and, express how grateful I am for everything, being here watching my videos and, just us enjoying it together. Sorry again for being gone for so long. I really just didn't know what to record after I finished my playthrough of Love First Sight, so I kind of just cut out for a while. I want to get back into things, but one of the things I want to go over before I get back into it is what kind of videos would you guys like to see? I like to do more game content, and again, I can't really do Remonster on this channel, but if enough people really wanted it, I suppose I could maybe perhaps do it on a secondary channel where I continue the series on there. I just don't want my channel to get copyrighted and, taken down that way. So again, we can give that a try and do it that way as well. In the meantime, I might just make, some videos talking to you guys, and while I'm looking for videos, or looking for games to play for videos. Of course, I could play games like Shadowverse. I haven't played this in a while. I just figured it might be something to have going on in the background while I'm talking to you guys. So anyhow, what I've been doing recently in my life is, I believe I mentioned in my videos previously, I did get a new job back in June. So I've been working there since then, kind of got real busy with, wow, a legendary on the first pack, that's pretty nice. So anyhow, like I said, I've been real busy, haven't had too much time to be making videos and all that, because when I get home I just kind of, want to relax. But at the same time I want to get back into things, and once I can get it set up, I'd eventually like to make my own studio and get more into voice acting again and things like that. As several of the series I've been on have been kind of slow of late as well. I'm thinking about looking into perhaps getting into more roles again. For the past maybe year or so, I've mostly just been doing projects with friends. And of course, like the newer projects that I was at the time, they've kind of become my friends too, so I'm doing projects with them still ongoing, of course. But as for brand new projects, again, that hasn't really been happening too much. So I'd like to kind of, just see exactly what I can do and move forward in that regard. Again, videos like Shadowverse probably wouldn't be too bad. I'm not that great of a player at it, especially since I don't know the current meta. Again, I said I haven't played it, I think, since... I played it a little bit after the new pack was released, but not much. And I believe another one's coming up fairly soon. Oh, wow, so this one's... Yeah, that makes sense now. Hearing that portal craft, didn't even look at that before. So it looks like you can choose one of these to come out, or come into your hand rather, and then you can play them. I'm assuming that they have pretty killer effects since this is a legendary, yeah. So I'd have to look through that later and see exactly all we can get from it. As you can see, got some silvers and some bronze here. If any of you know what Shadowverse is, it's a pretty cool game. It's like very anime-inspired kind of card game. Similar to, I suppose, what's it called? Hearthstone. In a way, I haven't really played too much Hearthstone. I think I played it once or twice, but I prefer this one as it's more like anime style, and I like that kind of thing. So this one's a Shadowcraft. It has a very Shadowcraft-like effect, reanimation there. Again, I'm kind of just looking to see exactly what I could do to bring back the channel. I definitely want to make a Christmas video. I wanted to make a Halloween video. I was looking to make another one of how am I forgetting? A Cold Love Story. Especially with one of my female friends perhaps doing the voicing, but again, I didn't get to it this Halloween, so I might actually do that as a Christmas video, which actually wouldn't be too far off, given that it's like a very wintry type video. Perhaps that wouldn't be a bad idea. Of course, I couldn't record at Christmas, but perhaps like, around that time and upload it around that time. I could actually record at Christmas, but again, a lot of stuff going on that time with family and whatnot. But I think there's plenty of things we could do, and probably plenty of suggestions you guys may have out there of things we could try, and just try to make some new videos. And I think even more than just gaming, I could probably expand onto more things. And I was thinking of even doing like reviews of manga or anime. I think I mentioned that before, possibly doing something of that sort. I probably have to structure it a bit more, but I definitely read enough manga to be able to do that. It's probably the thing outside of work I do a lot of. Is just, that's my biggest stress relief, is reading manga. So definitely wouldn't have any shortage of ones to review. I would just have to get around to it and figure out a format, because I if I review the long one, if I review it in its entirety, of at least up to the latest chapter for them, that would spoil a lot. But perhaps I could do like one episode of it where I just review the first episode and the general premise of the story, and then do another one where I review it up to the current point, and have spoiler warnings attached to the front or whatever. And that way it could add more content and just have something kind of fun to do. Looks like this one's a neutral leader, and if you guys don't know the game too well, neutrals is something you can put in any deck. So they kind of normally they're fairly a little more balanced than the other ones, as they if they work as well as the other ones, you can put them in any deck. They could be a little overpowered, but they're still really good, especially in like how flexible they are to be used in any type of deck. That's their strong point. So this one's Shiva, based on one of the Indian gods there, Hindu gods. Let's see what we get here. Nothing. Well, we got a holo, I guess, but it's a common holo, so not too much. But this has been a pretty good pack opening for 8 packs, getting 2 legendaries. Oh, never mind, scratch that. That's 3 legendaries. It's pretty good. Pretty good there. Another Portal Craft. So yeah, with Portal Craft, the last time I played this game, I think I was mostly using the Puppet deck, which was where you have this card. I forget what it's called, but she gains attack for everything that dies. Every time something dies, it gains another attack. And it can gain Storm when you put it out there. So as long as they don't have any wards, you can pretty much one-shot the enemy. The only problem was when they did use wards, you would have to attempt to blow them up. But it was a double deck, not just one card focus. So there was another way to kill them as well with this, with these amulets that can wipe out the field. And this one's one of those gain the ability to evolve for 0 evolution points, and then subtract 1 from the cost of all artifact cards in your hand. So that's a pretty good enhanced effect. Of course, it is, a 4-point card, typically, and it doesn't really do too much if you just use it like this. But then also has an accelerate effect, which accelerate is an effect where you don't use the full cost, you just use this one cost here for this particular one, and deal this much damage to all, equal to the number of artifact cards in your deck. So in other words, if you have a lot of artifact cards in your deck, this can do quite a bit, but it's, again, only a single target, so that's why it's 1 point. Alrighty, and for the final pack, let's see what we get here. Oh, looks like a 11 card. Now 11's fairly new. Well, I don't know if it's new anymore. It was, I think it came out with this pack though, or the one before it. I think the one before it actually, yeah, the one before it. Oh, Urias. I guess there's another Urias card now. So wait. Oh, okay. So it is the Bloodcraft Urias, I guess. No, it's not. Not the one I'm thinking of anyway. So it's 11 version though. Okay. So yeah, the game's changed a little bit since I played it last. Like I said, there's some new metas, new types of cards, new things I'm not completely used to. Another thing I've been getting back into recently is League. Now, I'm not a very competitive League player. I don't really try to be super good or anything like that. I just play to, kind of just relax. I normally just play ARAM. Some of my friends push me into draft pick and things like that, which I don't mind sometimes, but I think people get a little too heated even though it's just normals. I don't play ranked except in TFT. Just kind of take it easy. Anyhow, like I said, this video is kind of just to, get back in touch with you guys, see how you're doing, give you an update on how I'm doing, and just kind of maybe my attempt to get back into things. Again, we're almost to 1,000 subscribers. We're at, like, I think 960 something right now, which is pretty awesome. I'm kind of excited to reach that 1,000 mark. I mean, it's not like it'll change. It's not like it'll really change the content that much, but it's still like a cool cornerstone to reach. Just off of my small little channel here, just like a little goal, little something to keep it moving forward, maybe something to move towards in the end, just something like that. Just a little nice addition here. Let's go ahead and see actually how many of my decks are still in rotation. I think I did, like I said, I think I fixed some here at the very beginning of this one, so I do still have a few here. And let me see here, some of my older decks. So yeah, this is one of the ones I was using in the last meta here, was Whirlwind. It's, I think it was better in Unlimited if I remember correctly, but it still had a rotation format. This is the format I used. As you can see, Korwa was removed. Korwa wasn't necessarily needed for this deck, so actually I think this deck could still function even without her. She was just nice because she allowed them to attack twice. But again, with the beetles, or what are they called? Yeah, Rhino Roaches, not really necessary. Not really necessary. And then, of course, what was OP for a short while before it got nerfed to literally just die was this deck here. It actually had a card, an 8 play point card that would give you permanent vengeance. However, the card was changed to just put you into vengeance by cutting your life to 10 permanently, which made it pointless. It made it like a version of this card that was much worse. Because this one, again, it does lower you to 10, but it also makes it so you can't take more than 3 damage. So it's actually beneficial, where the other one literally just suicided you. With the new update. I don't believe I even... Oh, like I said, I think I melted all those cards down. I might have kept the legendary one, though. I mean, I might have kept the hollow one. I think I had a hollow version of it. Yes, I did. Seductress Vampire. They change this card during your turn. When this card is added to your hand from your deck, if Vengeance is not active for you, reveal it and banish it. Change your leader's maximum defense to 10. See, it's now like a super shit card that has no purpose. What's the point of that? It literally it doesn't let you get a new card to your hand. Its basic stats are shit. It only heals you for 4 when it's played and deals 4 damage. That's not a good effect for what it's worth. Originally, it was a great card because, you know, instant vengeance with no need to worry about your health bar. That was fantastic. But the new her, again, it's only unless you're like a super blitz deck that can kill them in an instant. It's not worth it. It looks like, I don't even remember this one. This must be one of the newer ones, or maybe it was one of the really older ones. I just don't remember. Actually, let me see. Maybe the name would give me an idea. Righteous. Yeah, okay. I think this is from the Righteous pack, I'm guessing. Or what's it called? Is it Righteous? I just looked at it a moment ago. Anyhow, like I said, those the two last packs that came out, I barely played on those ones. It looks like they're doing some kind of crossover with Suzumiya here. I'd never spend cash on like games, online games, whether it be League or Shadowverse, any of them. I'm just like, it's not really worth spending the cash. So instead I just like do dailies and earn like the in-game value, and for this one it's rupees. Like, as I did buy a few in here, for instance, yeah, like I bought that one, yeah, those two, pretty much I think the only ones I bought from this series. But I have few leader cards. Let me see if I have something that can show me all the leader cards I have. I don't think it shows you all of them, but anyhow, I have a few leader cards. But yeah, so that's pretty much where I am with this game, where I'm sitting here. Again, would have to just get back in the current meta. If this would be something you guys would be interested in, I could try playing a few with it, doing some recordings, or even just, you know, do pack openings. I know I like watching pack opening videos, and it's just kind of something to pass time. Anyhow, so I really appreciate you guys watching, and I do look forward to seeing you guys again in future videos, and I'll definitely try making more in the future. And again, just if you have any recommendations, any comments, anything like that, please give them to me. Again, I do really appreciate you guys coming by, subscribing, liking the videos, commenting, all that stuff. I love it. So have a great rest of your day, guys. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, and very soon we'll be at Christmas. So let's just look forward to that. All right. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.